I think this will make you laugh. All 47 Japanese prefectures, stereotypes explained. Aichi.
Aichi is famous for the crazy drivers and Toyota. I guess the
Really?
reason Toyota cars are so reliable and safe is because they were made for Aichians. They're stereotyped to be cheap, but they drive fancy cars and throw huge weddings.
It's Japan. Toyota is everywhere. But let me check. Oh, I didn't know. So Aichi is famous for bad manner of driving. What? But why? It called Nagoya Bashiri. Oh, there's 3 reasons. Nagoya's road is wide. So maybe people tend to drive crazy, more freedom, and then traffics. Oh, and the Nagoya car owner population in Nagoya is high. Ah, interesting.
It takes courage and determination to marry a Nagoya girl. Nagoya is like Jersey Shore of Japan. Nobody wants to vacation there, lots of industry, plenty of local sports team pride, and they think that they're a huge city. But everyone still thinks of them as a weird, noisy, small town. And
Also, there's a girl trend, like a long time ago though, like a Nagoya maki, like a gyaru like hairstyle. So yeah, maybe Nagoya is Japan's like a Jersey Shore.
also, they put miso on everything.
True. There's a food I really want to try, miso katsu from Nagoya. I mean Aichi.
The first thing that comes to mind is Akita Bijin, the beautiful ladies. The people are stereotyped as quiet and shy, conservative country people who scare the hell out of kids during the namehage ceremony.
Okay, so there's a theory that Akita is kind of mix of Russian, white, and Japanese. And people say that's the one reason why, but we don't know. But something interesting is that this one, and according to new research, it's still theory though. The model of Oni, like a Japanese devil, European or Russian at that time. So could be.
Hell out of kids during the namehage ceremony. Also, they always say ne at the end of the sentence.
Aomori, apple.
Aomori is in the middle of nowhere and people never move there on purpose. They end up there. Aomorians
I mean, I've never heard, but I agree with you.
love apples or anything made with apples. Also, they know a lot about apple varieties and buy apple juice in boxes. They're stereotyped as poor hicks with shorter lifespans. And the things to do there are to go to Nebuta Festival and see the pregnant Statue of Liberty.
What is that? But Nebuta Festival is amazing. I've never seen that, but I really want to see.
Chiba is just a bunch of bedroom
Chiba.
communities and surfers along the coast. Everything in Chiba is called something Tokyo, like Tokyo Disneyland, Tokyo Narita Airport, Tokyo German Village, etc.
It's all Chiba.
And if you live there, you have to worry about tsunami and landslide while eating boiled peanuts.
What? Boiled peanuts. Ehime. Orange.
In Ehime, the first thing you should do is to eat all kinds of orange-related products. So yeah, they have great mandarin oranges. And sometimes you can get oranges even if you don't buy them. Here, have some oranges.
Fukui. We have too many prefectures, right? I can't even point to where the Fukui is.
Fukui is mostly famous for its dinosaur museum, and it has the largest excavation of dinosaur remains in all of Japan.
I've never heard of it.
Also, their favorite thing to do is to sit under kotatsu and eat chilled mizuyakan during the cold, snowy season.
Wait. Kotatsu is everywhere in Japan, like very common in the winter. Fukuoka. 100%, I think he would say Yakuza. And tonkotsu ramen.
In Fukuoka, everyone's either part of Yakuza or knows one. They can start fights very easily and have a rivalry with Saitama. The people.
But actually, one of the biggest brutal Yakuza group out there called Kudo Clan, was disbanded. So I think it's getting safer.
People are fashionable, but like conservative fashion, not crazy fashion like Tokyo. Also, they have some great tonkotsu ramen and udon, and have taps for pork bone soup.
Fukushima.
The prefecture is famous for the power plant explosion in 2011, and
Unfortunately, yeah. But it used to be great sake place and then good food. That's really sad.
it's quiet with some determined people who drive very slowly and love squids. Some of them still resent the people from Kagoshima and Yamaguchi because of the violent wars they had in the past.
Really? I've never heard of it. We had civil war like 200 years ago. Gifu. I love Gifu.
In the conservative kingdom of Gifu, you're a depressed pothead who is very sad. Why? Because no one can point it out on a map.
I
In
can.
Gifu, they build nice swords and catch up 3 years late to the Kanto trends.
And amazing hot springs. I mean, technically, anywhere in Japan have hot springs, but that is my favorite hot spring in Gifu. Gunma.
This is Gunma. We have the best silk. It's a forgettable prefecture with lots of Japanese Brazilians, and they don't have access
I've
to
heard
the
of
sea.
Hiroshima. Nuclear bomb, Yakuza.
I think the elephant in the room is what happened in Hiroshima in 1945. So, that, and in Hiroshima you're either a Yankee or a Yakuza member. You speak with an accent that makes you sound very tough and intense.
So, if you wanna know about Yakuza in Hiroshima, I highly recommend watching Battle Without Honor series, the classic one. It's based on true story, and then the acting is really good, and the way they speak is really like a real Hiroshima Yakuza accent.
Drive a Mazda and you're a die-hard car fan.
Oh, Yakuza mainly drive Alphard, Black Alphard.
And they have their own version of Bigfoot called Hibagon.
Hokkaido. Hokkaido's symbol looks like some countries. I didn't know that. Oh, I think it's snow.
Hokkaido, or should I say Borderland, has lots of overweight people, and just like some of them, it's huge. It's sort of like Alaska of Japan. They don't use an umbrella when it's snowing.
Hokkaido has kinda America vibe, in my opinion.
Can walk on frozen roads without falling, and eat ice cream at home in the winter while looking resentfully at the snowy scenery. They have mild summers and a slow pace of life, so it's a great prefecture.
School are closed after brutal 20 mil snow. But why eating donuts? Hyogo, my hometown. Hyogo. My stereotype of Hyogo is that the rich area and it's close to Osaka, but for some reasons, just because of some rich area, they tend to looking down on people in Osaka, kind of. And then Yakuza. Used to be.
Hyogo, home to the original Kobe beef.
Oh,
Which
okay.
prefecture you said you're from? Kobe.
Kobe beef. I totally forgot. Yakuza.
Yep, they have the largest Yakuza organization. If you're liking the video,
This guy really like Yakuza, but it's true. But again, Yakuza is getting disappearing. But when I was kids, they still had huge influences. Ibaraki. I didn't even know where the Ibaraki is. Ibaraki.
so you're from Ibaraki. I've come to your capital. What was it? Hitachi or something? It's Mito. Whatever. Ibaraki has some kind of rivalry with Gunma and Tochigi. They're all stereotyped to be Yankees who know how to surf and eat natto every day. Also, they get angry when they're called Ibaragi.
I just did it. Ishikawa.
Everyone there is a pachinko addict, and there are lots of pachinko commercials. And
I think pachinko is everywhere in Japan.
they put gold leaf on things. This is good for my health. No, it's not. You're just gonna poop it out.
Iwate.
Everyone thinks Iwate is empty as hell. Well, they're right. If you want to live somewhere peaceful and quiet with beautiful mountains and small villages, Iwate is your place.
Oh, that's
also,
nice.
you can go urchin picking.
Oh, I think I want to retire at Iwate, Kagawa, udon. And then one of a girl I was crushed on when I was early 20. Crushed on like a couple months, I think. She was from Kagawa, I think.
Kagawa is the smallest prefecture of Japan, and the people are stereotyped to be stingy and cold. Kagawa is also
She was cold. It's like I cannot tell what she's thinking. Interesting.
known as the udon prefecture. Udon is a part of their lives. They eat it for breakfast and even have a udon taxi.
And she loved udon, yeah. Kagoshima.
People in Kagoshima are weird and friendly and love udon so much that they're
Udon.
always subject of jokes for creating their whole life around udon. And they have a very active volcanic mountain named Sakurajima, so if you have a white car, you're doomed.
Kanagawa.
Kanagawa is a spooky place, and
Wait, is this Antonio Inoki? Wait, maybe he from Kanagawa, that's why.
the whole prefecture is overshadowed by Yokohama City. They think highly of themselves, brag about their city, and see themselves as a mini Tokyo. Also, the place is swarming with Americans because of the military bases.
Kochi.
People in Kochi are heavy drinkers who like to get hammered on the weekends. They then argue with their friends and family over politics, get into a fight, and then forget everything by Monday.
I think all Japanese are like that. I mean, many. Not all.
Lots of old people live there, and about the women, they're 8-balled, which is a local term for bold and strong.
Kumamoto.
Kumamon lives there. His reputation surpasses the prefecture itself. P.S. He has a picture with Keanu Reeves. I mean, you can't even pronounce the prefecture without saying Kuma. Speaking of Kuma, all Straw Hats have their statues scattered there.
And they have beautiful castle there.
His name is the Spirit. What do you think? He looks delicious. Diligent. What a diligent horse.
Gosh, Kyoto. I can tell. Pretentious, fake, and arrogant.
That's a nice looking watch you got there. Get out of my house, you uncivilized baga. People in Kyoto are masters of passive aggressiveness. They're mainly stereotyped to be a snobby, two-faced people who look down upon others, and you may not even know who your true friends are.
The Kyoto is really known as what he said. So if you are staying in someone's house, Kyoto friend's house, right? And it's kind of late. If your Kyoto friend said, oh, do you want me to make some food? Or like, oh, it's almost dinner time. Want me to cook some food? Or want to drink tea? Meaning, go home, get out. You staying too long. That's how stereotypical Kyoto people talk.
What do you look, man? You look like crap. If I was a girl, I would never, ever, in a million years, even look at your stupid gaijin face. That looks lovely on you. Kyoto was once home to Japan's royal family, so they have a high level of pride because of that. But all in all,
no, I'm not sure it's because of that. But I think Kyoto is very traditional. Japanese in general was like that because we are not direct, right? It's like we used to be very mean, I think.
well, Kyoto is great, but the amount of people visiting at one time isn't. You're welcome
I agree.
here, as long as you don't think about establishing a life in here. You scum. Have a nice day. But don't worry about it. These are just the stereotypes. Or are they?
Maybe. Mie.
In Mie, everyone's an Igaryu ninja. They pronounce Tsu weirdly, love eating akafuku mochi, and visit the shrine of the main goddess in Shinto, Amaterasu, on a regular basis.
Miyagi.
I'm from Miyagi. We have the biggest city in Tohoku. We're totally better than you.
Miyagi has good beef, right? Miyagi-gyu.
Beef tongue? I don't know much about
Beef
them,
tongue.
except that they have a high sense of pride, have the Tanabata festival, and get some strong earthquakes. Now about Sendai. So which prefecture are you from? Sendai. So Miyagi. No, I just said Sendai.
I think it's accurate.
In Miyazaki, you can surf, ski, and pay $200 for a mango. Miyazaki is like an isolated island on land, and it feels that even people living in Kyushu have never visited there.
I think Miyazaki also have like a Miyazaki brand for beef, right?
Miyazaki runs on Hyuga time. They're loose and easygoing without any pretense. Also, they're always late to everything.
Nagano.
Nagano can be summarized in 3 words: mountains, snow, and soba. Prefecture feels
Soba.
more Hokkaido than Hokkaido.
There's a really beautiful place in Nagano. Like it's like a Switzerland with Japanese plants.
It's filled with rich people and ski resorts, and it feels like Japan's version of Aspen. People there are stereotyped as tough mountain people with strong lungs who love to argue all the time. Some of them eat bugs, and soba is practically a religion there. Also, you can go and watch those snow monkeys while
Didn't
they
know.
bathe.
Nagasaki.
Nagasaki doesn't look like the typical Japanese city, and it has some friendly, open-minded people who love eating champon. They also set up fireworks when visiting the graves during Obon, which is a ceremony for honoring the ancestors.
I don't know why we had 2 nuclear bombs. Everyone knows Hiroshima, but many people don't know Nagasaki, right? I mean, many people don't talk about Nagasaki nuclear bomb. Nara people are like less arrogant Kyoto people.
Nara was once Japan's capital, and it has this weird mascot. I don't have any crackers, buddy. I don't have any food. No crackers.
Niigata. Didn't know there's a very communist-like flag. Niigata.
Beautiful
Good
women,
rice.
great rice, and sake. That's Niigata
Yeah.
for you. People in Niigata are immune to cold and even ride bicycles when it snows. They get brutal snows, like multiple meters. So don't eat yellow snow.
Oita. My ancestors were living there.
Oita is known for its hot springs and they're selfish but honest people. And they
Beppu. But again, hot spring is everywhere in Japan.
have a rivalry with Fukuoka. We may not have a great nightlife like you guys, but we have hot springs. Who cares? We have 4,500 hot springs.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and lots of monkeys. Stupid monkeys. Shut up about the monkeys.
I think I want to retire there. Oita.
In Okayama, you're a factory worker who drives like crazy. The prefecture is always sunny and is home to the Peach Boy.
That's it?
Okinawa is like Hawaii of Japan. It's all about the typhoons and those Americans who ask for gluten-free products at the supermarket. Okinawa is nothing like mainland Japan. They're carefree people who party all the time, rarely work, are late to everything, and are even proud of it. The people
For me, Okinawa is more about like a Yankee culture, like a teenager, bad boys culture. It's insane. And the amount of scooters, the motorbikes is insane.
are also very blunt. I guess they have to, because they'll be dealing with those annoying Americans and mainlanders.
Osaka. But people in Okinawa is very chill and relaxed and nice. Osaka, my second hometown.
People from Osaka are stereotyped to be all friendly comedians who throw punchlines in their stories and use aho as a term of endearment.
Yeah.
What do you think of Tokyo? They're too serious. Kyoto? Osakans hate Kyoto, and Kyoto people think Osakans are vulgar, uncultured simpletons. Well,
That's true. Osaka used to be more open-minded. But like in this 10 or 15 years, it has changed.
they kind of think of everybody like that. And despite their proximity, they're probably the furthest apart, mentality-wise, in all of Japan. In Osaka, everyone has a takoyaki maker in their house.
True.
And the prefecture is filled with oba-chans who wear leopard print outfits.
Yeah, it's also getting disappearing, but Osaka's Oba-chan is like a tiger. Saga. I don't think I can point out Saga in this map.
They say Saga doesn't exist. They love eating squid.
I don't know who are they, but I agree. I don't know where the Saga is.
And are fighting with Fukui Prefecture for at least the name recognition. Everyone stops in Saga for a 10-minute break on their way to Nagasaki. And take a guess at who's their tourism ambassador. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, it's the freaking Godzilla.
Oh, Saitama.
Saitama is the true definition of an average prefecture. This is Takeshi-san. He wakes up early, wishes he could afford a house in Tokyo, commutes to Tokyo for work, so during the working hours, Saitama's population drops in half because everyone's at work in Tokyo. When he wants to come back home after the work, he gets stuck in the traffic. Then, he gets home and repeats this until he dies. People from Tokyo don't like them and find them uninteresting, so they call them Dasaitama. And Dasai means
true.
lame. So they're kind of like New Jersey of Tokyo.
Yeah, definitely not Long Island. New Jersey, yeah.
Welcome to Lake Biwa. Look how beautiful and massive Lake Biwa is. Hell, some people even call it the sea. Oh, by the way, Lake Biwa has some surrounding land called the Shiga Prefecture.
Because like most part of Shiga is a lake.
Or, whatever. The people there are honest and hardworking and really care about the lake. Shimane is another one of those forgotten traditional prefectures with hardworking people in it. They drink
I think everywhere in Japan, there's a hardworking people.
tea from 10 to 3 o'clock, stare at people, and have great crabs, and even serve it in schools.
Ooh. Shizuoka. Tea.
There's a second prefecture that's obsessed with Mount Fuji and talks about it all the time. We have the better side of Mount Fuji. Suck it, Yamanashi. By the way, how many times have you climbed it? Let me see. Never? But that's not important right now. Let's get some green tea.
Yeah, their green tea is amazing. Tochigi.
When you tell people you're from Tochigi, they might have 2 responses. 1.
Where the hell is that? And where the hell is that?
Where the hell is that? And 2. Tochigi, you talking about Nikko? I love the national park in the shrine. They always use self-deprecating
Oh, Nikko is Tochigi. I've been there.
humor, but get pissed when you tell them they're from Tohoku. Also, be prepared for thunderstorms, eating lots of musashi dumplings, and natto.
Why natto? Natto is everywhere in Japan. Tokushima.
Hey, I'm from Tokushima. So, Tokunoshima? No, Tokushima. Did you say Fukushima? Every year during Awa Odori, people dance like crazy. And because of their poorly connected train system, people from other prefectures imagine their trains to be like Thomas the Tank Engine.
Tokyo.
Tokyo is much like New York City, expensive, crowded, and full of people who are in a rush. Everyone hates being talked to and they think they live in the center of the universe. Nobody is actually from Tokyo. It's a huge melting pot of different people within Japan.
Yeah, that's true. It's like the same things in happening in New York City. Meaning, I have friends who was born and raised in Tokyo. They're kind of chill and nice people. Like not very stressed. It's like a chill, you know? Like the same thing as in New York. Like a real New Yorkers who was born and raised in New York is so chill. But people who weren't originally there, moved to the big city, is kind of having some pressure vibe.
Everyone thinks the other person is a country bumpkin, so they all treat each other accordingly and pretend to be more Tokyo than the next guy. Also, they are rule-oriented and have a crazy sense of fashion. I believe in Tokyo there's everything for everyone. You just have to find it. But as always, these are just the stereotypes. So of course, not everyone is like this. And for the most part, the people are nice. But I can't say that about those rude expats who have never learned Japanese and constantly complain about everything.
Do I know him? No, right?
If you go for a walk in Tokyo, you gotta check your blind spots to avoid a crash with a cyclist going 100 kilometers per hour down a sidewalk. Plus, there's nowhere to sit down, so you just have to walk and walk and walk. This is an average day for a working person.
Yeah, that's why teenagers is sitting in the Kabukicho there.
From Tokyo. Wake up with a hangover, get dressed, rush to the train, get on the jam-packed train, get to the workstation, buy an onigiri, and work from 8 a.m. until around 7 p.m. Then, drink for 3 hours with your coworkers.
I believe Japanese deserve more. They are hardworking. They need to get paid more, I really think. But yeah, this is accurate. Sadly.
And make fun of Saitama, head back into a crowded train while totally hammered, and rents and
Yeah, you see a lot of drunk salaryman on the weekend. Tottori. Dessert.
If you like Detective Conan and sand for some reason, Tottori is for you. The whole prefecture revolves around sand. They have sand dunes and even a sand museum.
Didn't like it. The sand goes in a rough, irritating, and it goes everywhere.
But don't think that...
I don't want to go. I don't want to go. But he's giving 5 stars.
But don't think that the prefecture only has the sand dunes. It's more than just sand. They have camels too.
Toyama. I think he would say the same things. Where the hell is that?
If you go there, get some freshly cut squids and shrimps, and then go to the mountains to eat it with your local friend who's either a pharmacist or a rice paddy farmer.
By the way, this is called hotaruika. I highly recommend to eat this when you go to Japan.
And since he always works hard and just saves the money, you gotta pay for the whole thing.
Wakayama. Orange.
Wow. This place looks like another one of those boring traditional prefectures. Hidden temples? Big deal. Here, have some oranges. It's free. Is it? I love this place. So yeah, if you like Mandarin oranges and Buddhism, this is your prefecture.
Actually, yeah. I agree. I agree. Well, what else do they have? Yamagata. Oh my god, Yamagata is beautiful, but I've never been. But one on my list.
If you go to the calm and peaceful prefecture of Yamagata, you're gonna be eating great cherries and beef while crying in your bed. Because nobody speaks English, so you don't have any friends. Not much happens there, except for the regional conflicts they have over the seasoning of imoni.
And they have amazing hot springs. Yamaguchi.
no one thinks about Yamaguchi, except for Fukushima. They think about Yamaguchi alright. This is Shinzo-san. He's from Yamaguchi. He's a sane person, but this is him after he sits behind the wheel. He becomes someone else. If you go there, get some pufferfish, visit the beautiful temples and Kanmon tunnel, and then drop dead, because the cook who made the pufferfish had no license to cook it.
Sounds like a most crazy place in Japan. Yamanashi.
Yamanashi. So, there are no mountains, right?
Fuji is at Yamanashi?
Things to do in Yamanashi are to appreciate the view of Fuji, hike, hydrate yourself, hike, get haunted by those ghosts from those empty villages, hike, and open a vineyard like every foreigner who lives there.
I think this is well made, it's funny. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, click on the left for a fun video about Japan and on the right to see more videos. You guys have a great day.